you now look at it and what comes next, like what moves can still be made. And I think they set themselves up for that perfectly as well. Like Akella Witherspoon has been a guy that's been teetering on, is he going to stay? Is he going to go? What's going to happen here? You don't cut Akella Witherspoon. What you do is either you bring him into the offseason or into the summer and you feel really good about him, or you trade him and you
Right.
get a 5th round value for this guy. And boom, you just added another 5th round pick and replaced him with a rookie that you got in the 7th round. Like that's got to feel so good. You now allow Patrick Peterson to really genuinely move around. You add another option to replace Arthur Millette in coverage at times. Yeah, it's just what they did was you take pressure off of Mark Robinson because
Yeah.
Nick Herbig could play off ball and off the edge, so it feels two holes there. And you're not looking at Braden Fajoko and Armon Watts as your only starters at nose tackle. Keanu Benton could start and learn at the same time, play
Right.
2 downs at nose tackle, 1 down at defensive tackle. Like that's huge. Like what they did was
Yeah.
so big. It's just not
Yeah.
happening. And Kevin Dotson, that's another name. Like you could trade Kevin Dotson at any point this offseason and get value for him back too. You're just stockpiling because of how deep you are. That's crazy.
Do you think Kevin Dotson actually ends up getting moved? And like, what's kind of his value? Because I saw that a bunch during the draft. People seem to think that because of these moves, the Steelers have that option now.
I do think that they have that option. I don't know where his value is. Like I have a hard time with that one. He's a 4th round pick. He's got starting experience. So I think that you get something for him. Like I think that he goes to a lot of teams and has an opportunity to start. But I also think that the Steelers aren't gonna just like give up on him. You know what I mean? Like they're not just gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, it's over. We're moving on. Kevin Dotson's, he's getting cut or he's getting traded before training camp starts. I think you go into training camp, you see what happens. Maybe Isaac Seumalo isn't it. I expect him to be it. I have no expectations for him not to be it. But I think that you don't trade Dotson until you like really have to, and then you trade Kevin Dotson.
Yeah.
But I think
Because
you could get a 5th round value for him, maybe even a 4th, depending on what happens. Because if somebody goes down in training camp somewhere, and a team needs a guard, Dotson comes in here with 2 years of starting experience and has looked good, like very good at times, looked decent at other times. Like there's never been a point where you're like, oh, Kevin Dotson stinks. He's given up 2 concussions to Kenny Pickett. Yeah, 100%. But the second one was 100% Kenny Pickett's fault. Yeah, to a degree. Like, you don't let Roquan Smith just walk by you, but Kenny Pickett needs to learn when to get the hell down and not take hits from Roquan Smith 4 snaps into the game.
yeah.
But you look at Kevin Dotson, like you look at him as he's a value guy, he doesn't have a place. He has a place on all 32 teams in the NFL, and that holds value.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not. It's different from Kendrick Green because you're not just like I'll take what I can get for him.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be a good value for him because he provides you with value.